Hi, I'm Adreena Winters. You may or may not know me from my adult movies. However, what you probably don't know is that I have a degree in nutrition and food science. And it was during my time at uni that I got super geeky about sustainable food and farming. I personally am a big fan of eating the whole animal. And I really think it's important to be thinking more about where our meat comes from and where we buy it. Cheap really isn't good. We really do need to be thinking about spending a little bit more, which I know is always a bit of a controversial subject because I appreciate that not everyone can afford to spend a lot, but it really is worth it. And what I want to show you today is how to utilize the whole of an animal and therefore make it more affordable. So a couple of days ago I made roast chicken, and I think typically people would just cut off the breast, maybe eat a leg or two, probably two, and the rest just goes in the bin, and there's so much more that can be utilized from that. So I get that if you're spending £10 to £15 on an organic chicken versus a regular £5 supermarket chicken, we really need to be making sure that you're getting your money's worth out of that bird. So I am going to show you how to boil your chicken and how to make a really good chicken soup from it, which is going to be so good for you, full of nutritious properties and saving the planet a teeny bit. So yeah, here we go. Okay, so start things off, we have our chicken carcass, still a bit of meat on there, attracting all the pan juices and fat and all the good stuff and flavour in there. Then I like to chuck in a couple of stock cubes, chicken stock cubes, slightly cheating, but just adds to some better flavour. And then I tend to just try and cover it with hot water. Oh, steam alert. I mean, it's a pretty big pan, and it's quite a small chicken, but I reckon if we just try and cover it, okay, I might need to boil the kettle a bit more, but you get the idea. And then on a nice low heat, basically for as long as you can get away with, the longer the better in my opinion. Pop the lid on and then you can just leave it for forever. Well, not forever, but for a while, at least 3 hours. I tend to try and do it for like a whole day. Do not leave a gas stove unattended overnight. That is not a sensible thing to do. Okay, so this one's been bubbling all day. It smells really good. I admit it doesn't look so pretty. I'm just gonna switch the heat off now, and leave it to cool. If you're gonna leave it for a long time, make sure you grab it in the fridge as soon as it is cool enough to do so safely. Okay, so it's now the following day, and I have this concoction. So now the fun bit begins. So the fun bit is getting the carcass out in one piece. It's like gonna fall apart because it's all the gelatin, collagen stuff is all seeped out into the water, which is the good bit. All the collagen, it's great for your skin and your joints, and it's what makes your stock set, if you've ever noticed that before. See? Right, so now set that to one side, and now we have the joy of pulling all the good stuff off the bones. So there's all this meat that probably would have just gone to waste. So yeah, we don't want the skin. The skin was good for the broth, but we don't want it now. The wing. Yeah, I find on the organic birds, the wings are very small, which is good because they haven't been bred to have obscurely large features, and they haven't been grown quickly, and birds obviously don't fly, so they don't need, their wings are kind of obsolete, but so I don't tend to chew the meat off them when I've roasted the chicken, but I just chuck them in the stock and then I can just pick off what meat is there. Okay. So I mean, you saw how I had already pulled off all the breast meat and leg meat. I'd eaten that over the last couple of days. So I had just straight up roast chicken on day 1, and then I had a chicken Caesar salad the next day, and then I had another chicken salad the day after. So that did me 3 meals. And you saw that I'd stripped it pretty good, and then I was boning the wrong one. And look at how much meat is still coming off this. That would usually just go in the bin. So like I said, if you're spending a bit more on an organic bird that's lived a better life and it's more nutritious and more sustainable, you can definitely absolutely get your money's worth out of it. You know, this is gonna probably do me maybe 2 more lunches out of soup, I reckon. So that's 5 meals that I've got out of 1 bird. This one I picked up from my organic farm. That's amazing. I love them. Their chickens run around their orchard and they also make apple juice. It's such a good farm. And I think this chicken cost me 11 quid. It was quite a small one. But yeah, it does me 5 meals, so that's just over 2 quid a meal, which I think is very reasonable personally. So this is what I'm left with, all of this extra chickeny goodness. You can shred that down a bit more. It's going to be added back into the broth stock. I did Google what the difference is between a broth and a stock. It's all very confusing and I don't really understand. But yeah, basically the same thing. Okay, so that's all pretty much shredded up. Lovely. Okay, right. You should probably sieve your stock / broth, just in case you've got any little bones left in it. Good. We're going to start off making a little roux in the little cow. There's some butter. I don't know, just a lump of butter. I love butter. You can never have too much butter in your life. I mean, you can. That's a lie. It's saturated fat, but I even have it in my coffee in the morning. I love butter. And then we start melting that down. Melty the butter. Right, and then we want to chuck in, I don't know, a couple tablespoons of flour. Sorry if you guys need more precision. So, melted butter, flour, mixy, until we should end up with something that resembles a bit of a paste. And then we start ladling in the broth. Okay, so I've just gone to edit this video and realised I'm missing the whole chunk from where I made my roux in this pan to ladling my chicken stock into the pan, which I don't have, but I have a ladle here. So yeah, basically you just ladle it in and keep mixing into the roux until it's all smooth, and you just keep adding and adding and adding until all of the stock is mixed into the roux. Okay, so bringing this to the boil. I've well overfilled my saucepan. Do not do that at home. Okay, so this guy has been bubbling away for, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. I'm not gonna lie, it's not thickened up as much as I would have liked it to. I definitely misjudged how much stock I had. So I'm gonna turn that off now. A sensible human being would probably wait for that to cool down a tiny bit before blending it. And now it's just all smooth and sexy. And that's it, pretty much done. All I do now is I chuck back in the shredded chicken and serve it up. And honestly, it is amazing. I know it just looks like a big saucepan of beige, but it smells amazing, it tastes amazing, and it makes you feel really good as well. So yeah, make it.